This is the Turbo Button Show with Christian and Jacob, live.
Hello and welcome to a pretty special Turbo Button Show for... How do you read a watch? I don't know.
December 7th, 2017.
December 7th, 2017. We are not at the usual set. We are at the Studio B set.
Oh, yes.
And it's Christian
Howdy.
and Jacob today, as Darian announced for us.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are we talking about?
You brought up a very interesting topic about Sony PlayStation selling a lot of units.
So, yeah, Sony released a lot of their quarterly information and total sales figures for a lot of their products with two big metrics they revealed. One, the PlayStation 4 has officially sold just over 70 million consoles between all models. That's a lot. I mean, that's only 10 million under the PlayStation 3 in its entire lifespan.
That's a lot.
That's only like, what, 30 million under the PS1?
I'm not sure, but sounds about right.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's a huge number, and you know it really shows how well the PlayStation 4 is doing as a console and as an environment.
Right.
The other big metric they revealed was how many PlayStation VR sets they've sold, which that number is just under 2 million.
That's a lot. That's a lot of consoles.
I mean, I feel like it is a lot of numbers for a VR headset, but for a Sony-made product, I also feel like it's really low. You know, it's Sony who's pushing it. Sony was supposed to be the one to get a PlayStation VR headset in every single household.
Well, the thing with that, most people see the price and just walk away from it. Two, usually a PlayStation Pro is, well, much better suited for that because the normal PS4 usually lags and gives you nauseous, you know, because nausea. As an example, I played the Resident Evil 7 with a normal PS4 and the VR thing, and I just couldn't play it at all.
Now, I don't get motion sick from VR, so it'd be totally cool to use it, but I'm not supposed to because my eyes suck.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's not that I'm motion sick of VR, just because the PlayStation the frame rate was bad because I played the HTC Vive and I just adored that. I loved every moment of it. Unlike the PS4 VR, you know, that wasn't as suited. But because it wasn't a PS4 Pro, you know, there was limitations.
So when I first read these sales figures and whatnot, I asked everyone in our office, you know, to guess how many VR systems they've sold. Not number-wise, but percentage-wise. So what is the percentage of players of PlayStation 4 who own a PSVR, right?
Yes.
And we got numbers from like 10% all the way up to 33%.
Oh, jeez.
And the actual number is 2%. Almost 3, sure, I'll give you that. That's pretty low, and I feel like if Sony wants to really make PSVR be a success and not just a gimmick, you know, like 3D TVs, they're going to have to do something to entice people. What should they do?
I really don't know, but maybe just market it more or even drop the price a little bit for like, I mean, they did for Black Friday a little bit. I don't know how many units they sold there.
I'm not certain, and it wasn't stated.
But definitely dropping the price a little bit more, but I don't think Sony can do that right now because maybe they haven't met like their quota. So, you know, I actually
more
don't
compelling
know.
software? I mean, the software lineup's actually starting to get good. You know, things like Doom VR and Fallout 4 VR. Those seem pretty enticing.
Maybe, exactly like you said, just something software that actually makes people be like, oh my god, I want to play this. Like there was talks about, hey, what about SAO Online for Reals? Who knows? Hey, there's that.
So the other thing I really wanted to talk about with these two numbers is 70.6 million PS4s sold. They did not list any sales numbers specifically for the PlayStation 4 Pro.
Right.
And that thing's been out for what, a year now?
Yes, it's been a year.
I think if we had those numbers, and they might release them relatively soon over how the system's done it the past year, honestly, I don't think they're very good, number-wise. Like, I don't think it's been selling crazy well.
Right, because now you think about it, there's every time they do a new PlayStation like console promotion, it's always the Pro.
Mm-hmm.
They don't no longer do the
Slim.
they don't do the Slim or the regular one. They always push for the Pro, trying to sell that limited edition Pro console. Like for example, the Star Wars Battlefront 2 PS4. It's a Pro PS4, and in Japan they have the Monster Hunter PS4 Pro.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they really want to sell this thing. Maybe they're trying to find the right audience for it, and like trying to cash into the collectors that love the consoles. You know, it's like, oh my god, I love how it looks like, and grab it. Like how, for example, I have a Uncharted PS4.
Yeah. And not only that, with the Xbox One X now on the marketplace, and only costing $100 more and delivering leaps and bounds more in performance, I think the PS4 Pro's in a kind of bad spot right now. Would you agree? I mean, you haven't bought one. You're a huge PlayStation fan, and you haven't bought one. That says something.
True. Well, the fact that there was a Nintendo put out a console that year after the PS4 Pro came out, I bought that, and then I got a PC, and you know,
You've been busy.
And I do want an Xbox One S or X or whenever the price drop happens.
Q, whatever.
Right. But a PS4 Pro, I would only buy it to play VR games.
Mm-hmm.
But if I want to play really VR games, I would just upgrade my PC, buy an HTC Vive, and bing, bam, boom, it's done.
Excellent point there.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Not really. Just that, well, nice. We know that they sold a lot of units.
Yeah. I am hoping they do a price drop for PlayStation VR. I do think that will really help the units sell. And the more units they sell, the more developers want to push software for the thing.
Right.
That's the only way they're going to make VR not just a fad.
Oh, now that you mentioned that, I do have one more thought. Maybe people just don't want VR because there's a lot of cables to work with. It's a cable mess.
I don't know how they'd fix that, though.
Yeah, Bluetooth, but that's probably going to take a lot of research and development.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, I think that's basically it for us today in this very interesting live-streamed episode of the Turbo Button Show. We would like to thank you guys for tuning in if you watch this live. If you are catching this after the fact, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss the next time we stream. We've got some big things coming up. In fact, at the day we're recording this,
yes,
tomorrow we have another live stream planned.
Yes, we do.
With a very cool topic. What are we going to be talking about?
It's going to be our top 10 favorite Mega Man games. Is that right?
That's a part of it, yeah. And then we're also going to be maybe playing some Mega Man. It's all Mega Man related.
It's all Mega Man related.
So yeah, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss that. Make sure to comment below. Let us know, what you think about the PS4, the PS4 Pro, the PSVR. Basically, if it has PS at the beginning of it.
Right.
And
PS Vita.
And if you'd like to support this show and let us do fun things like live streaming for you guys, you can support us financially by buying some cool Gaming Buzz merchandise. There'll be a link in the description to where you can do that.
That's correct.
And that is it for us today. So we will bid you guys adieu.
See you guys.
Goodbye.
Thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe at www.gamingbuzz.com.